Hi everyone, it's Hatsy and I'm back with part 2 of the Millennium Falcon. So, this is going to be the inside of the spacecraft and I tried to improvise with this part because there is an interior online, but I tried to make my own because the interior that like the original ship has is just very detailed, and it has some unnecessary rooms which I didn't think would make sense to put in the Sims 4 because you can't really use a lot of that stuff. Like there'd be just a lot of rooms just for the sake of having rooms, and they wouldn't even like have much of a purpose, and they just have like loads of storage in and stuff like that. So this ship has, I think it has like 2 or 3 bedrooms. It has like 1 bathroom, I think, or 2, I can't remember. It has like a dining room and the kitchen's really big, stuff like that. So I think where they would be like looking out the front and all the technology and stuff would be there, that's where the kitchen is. So it is just in that style, but it was really weird actually. I watched a program ages ago and it was something about like extreme house building, right? And this person got so obsessed with Star Wars that I think they spent like, it was a ridiculous amount. It was like 40,000. I don't think it might not be that actually. I don't know why I've got that number stuck in my head, but yeah, I'm thinking like 40,000 they spent just on this room, and they've set it out to look like the inside of a Star Wars spacecraft. Like, it's insane. Why? I'm sorry. Probably not the best place to say why on a Star Wars build, but seriously, why? Like, the amount of money that is, like, think of what I could do with that. I would probably just do up the whole of my house and I'd have really nice furniture. Like, I couldn't get a designer or something, but yeah, they spent like 40,000, I think, on this apartment. And the inside of it looks like a spaceship or like spacecraft. And like their kitchen and their bathroom is all sort of like linking in. So you think it's a spacecraft, but it's not. Like you'd open all these drawers and you'd find different things in. So it's kind of interesting, you know, if you like that kind of thing. And they have some other really weird houses on that program. It was made ages ago though. I'm trying to think. I think someone had like a hobbit house, which I found really weird. But also really cool. And there's this like actual family that live inside a cave, and it shows you their cave, and it's like a luxury. It's amazing. So yeah, I'd love to stay in a cave for a week or something like that. But then again, I'd be really worried that it's going to collapse. There's just something about being underground which I really don't like. It's the unknown. The problem is, no, I have this fear of yeah, just underground stuff. Not like insects and stuff. Like, I'm not bothered about that. I don't even think they'd have an issue with that because of how they built this cave thing, but just the whole like soil collapsing on you and stuff, I don't know, there's just something that really freaks me out about that. So anyway, going on to more happier topics. In fact, yeah, okay, so this week has been a week that I've been planning for other weeks, so you won't see a lot of content on the channel like for the next, you know, couple of days or so. I just hit my table really loud, I'm sorry if you heard that. But what I'm doing is I'm like pre-recording stuff, not for any reason to be honest, just so that I can like get a schedule sorted and I can work on some really long videos that I've been wanting to do. And also I've been setting up Twitch, like I've been prioritizing that a lot. So if you think it's weird like how I kind of disappeared for a few days, it's because I'm trying to set up all my Twitch stuff because I really want to live stream because I have good internet and there's no reason why I can't. And I think it would be good because then like you can actually have like an input whilst I'm making something rather than afterwards, because I get a lot of comments like, hey, you should have done this. And it's so annoying because it's like, do you know, I've already made that now. It's funny though because sometimes I get those comments on videos that I did like a year ago, and it's the most frustrating thing in a way because like I'll get a message and it'll be like, let's say on a Let's Play or something that I did a while ago, because I don't really do them anymore, but I'm going to start them up again, but just in a different way. They're going to be like TV shows rather than like a Let's Play. It's going to be all machinimas and stuff. I'm working on some stuff at the moment, but yeah, so I'll get a comment of someone and it's like, hey, you need to do this and this and this, and it's like, hey, I made that video a year ago. Give me a break. It's crazy, but funny. So that'll be good to live stream some stuff, but live streaming is frightening to think because you can make mistakes and it's live and it's weird, but I hope that you'll all be there for that, or at least like a lot of you will, because I think it'll be really fun. And I've been working on some Twitch emotes as well. So if you don't know what they are, they're like little personalized emojis that you can use. And I've been making my own. So I have 2 at the moment, or 3. I can't remember. But yeah. So I have like one happy face, one face with a heart, and there's an old granny, which happened by accident. But it's kind of relevant though, because at the moment, like a lot of people are calling me granny, and I hate it so much. But it's got to the point where, you know, I may just work with that emote and I may just keep it, because I'm like the oldest of my friendship group, and it's so annoying. Like, I'm not even that worried about my age. It's just the fact that like all my friends are like 19. It's weird. I'm sorry. But I guess it's not, because at the same time, like, that's how YouTube is. Everyone's at different ages and different points in their life, and it's really nice, like, when you can get on with like people. I had a bit of a bad time, but I always have a bad time. But there's some stuff going off, and like I've needed some time for that as well. Like, I haven't really stopped, like I haven't really stopped making videos. I just haven't shared the ones that I've made yet. But if you do want to see like what I've been making, what I've been up to, then you can actually see my new Twitch banners. You can see like a lot of the speed edits that I've made on there that are going to be coming up really soon. But yeah, it's going to be good. I think January is quite a hard month though. I don't think I've ever had a good January. In fact, let me know in the comments, like, have you actually ever had a good January? Like, be real now. And also, it doesn't really count if your birthday's in January, because then of course it's going to be good. Just saying. So, yeah. I think my best month, like a month that I've had which has always been good, just unfaultable, is probably August or September, I'm going to say. I've always had good months. I think it's because of the weather, and it's because of my birthday. Oh, I suppose actually I had a bad September because I had my sister's wedding. Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. But it's true. It is true. That was a bad month for me. And I didn't really enjoy September, if I'm honest. The drama and stuff that went on. But yeah. It's been interesting. Something really weird as well. I've had like a lot of like random people trying to get back in touch with me on Facebook and start like asking me for stuff, and it's the most frustrating thing ever. So I did something that I do regret now. Is this a confession video? I think it's turning into that. So what I did is I accidentally linked my Facebook account, like my personal sort of one, which I don't mind. Like, I genuinely don't mind if people find me on that. I don't really care. But the thing is, I just don't like the thought of people from my past like dabbling into what I'm doing now, because it feels like it's just bringing up a lot of like unnecessary stuff that I don't want. Like a lot of unnecessary people like that have caused issues for me in the past, like just popping up and being like, hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Just like, I don't need that, you know? But yeah, I've had a lot of people find my Instagram because I accidentally linked it to my personal Facebook, and people have started like finding me and adding me, and like they're probably not going to say anything or like, you know, whatever, like say what. But it's just like, do I really want, you know, a string of people that I used to speak to like at very random times in my life, like adding me now and finding me? No, not really. I don't want that. So there's that. Maybe that's just me being really grumpy though, because it's January and I'm not having a good month. Maybe. But on to a better topic than that. Let's go on to the dining room. So this room was supposed to be like very formal. It's just supposed to look like a spacecraft. I mean, what's a spacecraft even look like? Who knows? I actually really want aeroplanes in The Sims 4. How good would that be? And I think it may even be possible. And the reason why I say that is because in, is it San Machino? Yes. Hang on, yeah. There's a little aeroplane in the corner, and it properly takes off and then goes, and then you don't see it. But if you've got the animation for that, I'm sorry, like that could be a game pack. Sims 4 aeroplanes. No. Oh, that'll be awful. No, it has to be like an expansion, Sims 4 Holidays or something. And you could like get on a plane, you could go somewhere, there could be some drama on the plane. I don't know, there's always drama when I got on the plane. Honestly, I've had some like really bad plane experiences. In fact, I might just like share one at the end. So this was when I was a nanny. I used to work with this family, and they were like crazy with holidays. They used to just go on holiday like every month, and it used to be a big trip. So they took me to the Maldives on the first week that I worked with them. And we were flying out, and like I wouldn't usually fly like business or first class, but because it was them paying for it all. Like, they were like that. They were just like, yeah, okay, we'll splash out, we'll do this, we'll do that. So they got me like this business class seat, and I remember that I was just like sat there, and like I had my bags up in the overhead locker, which was above me. Well, this person comes along and they just like take my bags out, which like the door's already closed, like on the locker. They take my bags out and they just put them on the floor. Yeah. So I said, hang on, you can't do that, I have my bags in. And they just shrugged their shoulders and they were like, so what, move your bags. And then I started like moving their bags, so I was like, no, I'm not having this. And they moved their bags back, and then the lady, what do you call it, like the air hostess, she comes around and she's like, these people are really unreasonable, so I'm just gonna have to like ask you to move your bags just because they're cooking up a fuss. So I ended up having to have my bags like 20 aisles down or something ridiculous because there wasn't a lot of space. It was so annoying, like how just disrespectful they were. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the build, and I hope to see you all for future ones. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon.